What up, guys? Jordan Sather checking in here on Friday, March 29th. Topics for this one, we've got space, putting men on the moon. Number 2, vaccines, some things there that might piss you off, usually does to me. Number 3, some twists and turns in the NXIVM case, and then a few other things. Let's start off, though, with the war against big tech. So the Trump administration charging Facebook yesterday with discrimination in its advertising practices for housing. And this is only a week after Facebook settling a lawsuit with the ACLU over the exact same thing. So big tech taking some hits, as Q said, collapse under the weight of their own illegal practices. But they must be mad because Twitter announcing they're going to consider labeling what they call threatening tweets by public figures, including Trump. I assume this might mean like YouTube placing Wikipedia articles under their videos. And the Twitter policy chief said this at an event hosted by, get this, the Washington Post. WAPO? You mean the CIA? Yeah, the CIA is trying really hard to get you to think what they want you to think. The Central Intelligence Agency. This always gets me. Look at the name, CIA, Central Intelligence Agency. What, like, centralize the intelligence? They want to have all of it, not let you have any of it? We want decentralized intelligence, right? Open source. Sounds good to me. Next topic, talking about the executive order Trump signed to thwart an EMP, electromagnetic pulse. So I saw this literally right after I uploaded my video a couple of days ago, where a big part of my last video was discussing space weather. And what's one of the biggest effects that we could get from our sun? Boom, an EMP. Solar flare goes off, big old electromagnetic pulse takes down our grid. So, of course, we want to protect our country from rogue actors, foreign and domestic, that might try to set off an EMP over an American city completely. But also, think bigger with this one, guys. Think the sun. Think cosmic effects that could take down our grid. Very possible and very real situation. Now to NXIVM. So there was a New York Post reporter a couple of days ago that tweeted about weird stuff going on with the NXIVM case. So check this. Claire Bronfman, the one that owns the Fiji island, right, fainted in court after a judge suggested that Michael Avenatti, of all people, Michael Avenatti was secretly representing her, trying to negotiate deals with DOJ attorneys in the NXIVM case. They literally called an ambulance. Paramedics showed up. Bronfman fainted after the judge asked her, did she retain Mr. Avenatti? Yes or no? And then, after the situation happened, Claire Bronfman saying she fired Avenatti. She only retained him for a couple of days, and she fired him. And she found another celebrity lawyer, Mark Garagos, instead, online. She said she found him online, just browsing the internet, finds this celebrity lawyer, sends him an email. He goes, oh yeah, checks his email. That's Claire Bronfman. I really want to represent NXIVM sex cult money launderer, alleged, of course, Claire Bronfman. Weird. Really, I mean, I can't even. What the heck is going on? I don't understand any of it. This is just too weird. You know, latest developments in the NXIVM case. Some people starting to talk, saying they want to discuss with prosecutors, but people like Keith Raniere staunchly zipping his lips. And then Michael Avenatti enters the picture, of all people. You know, this, coincidentally, with Michael Avenatti's recent arrest as well, where they pinned him for trying to extort Nike. So I'm wondering if they really wanted to pounce on him for a particular reason. Who knows? Anyway, moving on into Duke University, paying $112 million lawsuit, over $100 million to settle faked research. So whistleblower came out at Duke and said that a research technician's fake data landed millions of dollars in federal grants. Let me just say, if this surprises you, get ready for a whole shitload more of this. Because if Duke has to pay out $100 million just for one research technician's fake data, imagine multiple research technicians and scientists and doctors at not just Duke, but many, many universities over many topics. You know, climate change, physics, when it comes to alternative energy, when it comes to vaccines, holy crap there, GMOs, holy crap there, history. We'll see what happens with the Rockefeller education system over the next few years, right? But moving on into one of those topics with a whole load of faked science out there about it, vaccines. So a lot of things to talk about in regards to vaccines here. First, though, vaccine choice protest held in Rockland County, New York. A civil disobedience protest there held to combat the banning of unvaccinated kids in public. Great! I am all for peaceful civil disobedience. Break the rules if the rules suck. No victim, no crime. If you don't harm anybody or harm their property, there's no crime done. So you bring your unvaccinated kid out in public. Actually, I think it's still legal. One thing I want to touch on here is the legality. I was researching this the other day. Had some people sending me some stuff, checking out the CDC website. First thing I want to show you is the legal status. So look at this. Federal isolation and quarantine are authorized for these communicable diseases. This is the list. What do you notice it's missing? I noticed measles missing from this. So measles is not even on the communicable disease list that quarantine is authorized for, right? So my question here is, does the local government in New York have the authority, have any sort of precedence to isolate these people, to quarantine them basically, to ban children under the age of 18 that haven't had their MMR shot? Okay, seriously, if any of you out there watching this video have connects into New York and legal connects and can do anything about this, I mean, truly, I don't think it's legal, okay? And not just that, but when it comes to the measles outbreak period, I was also checking out the cdc.gov website and looking at the weekly tables. So the National Notifiable Infectious Diseases weekly tables. Some person sent me a DM on Twitter and alerted me to this as well. So this is the weekly cases of weeks ending March 16th, 2019, week 11 of the year, but it also has previous year's totals. Now look at this. New York, okay? New York, measles, indigenous, meaning that these cases arised here in America. New York had 65 cumulative year total 2019. So 65. Well, these outbreaks claim to have 150 of them. Currently, 156 confirmed reported cases. All right. Okay, maybe a few of those happened in the last couple of weeks since this data has been last entered. But check this. Where's another one of those outbreaks? Washington State. Okay, very close to me. Washington State. Let me find the data here for Washington State. Boom, Pacific, Washington, 0. Whoa. 0, 1. Look at that. Cumulative total 2018 even. 2018. There is no actual measles cases on the cdc.gov website, CDC itself, no cases of measles in Washington. So what the heck is going on? Okay? Are there actually measles cases here in Washington? Did some public officials or some doctors get paid off to fabricate some information and the mainstream media has just been running with it for months now, at least here in Washington? What other measles outbreaks have been claimed to have happened and been reported on that didn't actually happen? Where are the statistics for it, okay? So not only do I think what they're doing in New York could be illegal, I don't know the specific laws, but anybody out there who's more knowledgeable than that than I am, look into it. But not just that, where's the data? Where's the freaking stats for the outbreaks that the mainstream media is claiming to happen? We'll see if they ban this freaking video because I'm putting a lot out there right now. And a little bit more on vaccines. Amid the measles hysteria, I tweeted about this. CBS quietly removes episode 13 of The Brady Bunch. And check this. The title of it was Measles Couldn't Kill the Brady Bunch. And it really showed how harmless the disease is. You can see episode 12. Wow. Episode 14. Wow. Where's 13? Where's 13? You can find snippets from that episode on YouTube. It's great. They're bashing the vaccine in this episode. They're saying, oh, yeah, I got measles. It was easy. Oh, yeah, I got measles. Even the parents, Brady Bunch parents, they're, check, this kid got measles. Check, this kid got measles. Like, what? very quietly remove that. And I was actually sent a YouTube video today of measles info in the media 30 years ago, before the vaccine, 40, 50 years ago, and how measles is treated. It was an episode of Law & Order SVU, comparing Law & Order and the Brady Bunch. Law & Order all, oh, everybody's dying of measles. You need to get your vaccine. Making this whole drama piece about it. I'll link that. Maybe I'll make a little card pop up. Very funny minute-long video showing the differences. Showing how through Hollywood, through media, all media, Hollywood and journalism, they're really trying to form your mind with all this stuff. And now moving on to another article. This one might piss you off about vaccines. Video showing Arizona police officers forcing their way into a home to remove an unvaccinated toddler who had a 105-degree fever after a doctor reported his parents to authorities. So these parents had a child who actually just had an upper respiratory infection, did not have measles, did not have any disease that they vaccinate for. Upper respiratory infection. He had a pretty high fever, but his parents did not want to take him into a doctor. Frankly, I don't necessarily blame them. Plenty of natural ways out there that can really help your body in situations like this. And for the reason that exactly happened here, the doctor reported the parents to authorities. Cops show up, bang on the door, break in the door, take the child. I mean, truly, in this day and age, very little surprises me, but sometimes articles, things come along that really do surprise me and make me like, holy crap, this is really the world we live in, and this was one of those times. Can't believe this is happening, but that's why we need to get this sort of information out there, guys. Shed the light on this stuff. Is what they're doing legal? Is there really a measles outbreak going on? Period. These vaccines are not safe. They're not effective. They have nanoparticles in them. They have mycoplasma in them. They have plenty of other stuff that's toxic. Aborted fetal cells, aluminum, all sorts of stuff that's terrible for your immune system, terrible for your brain. It's just, I can go on and on about this, but it's a massive red pill that people desperately need to swallow. So one more thing on health before we move on into the last couple things I want to share with you guys. But I was sent this by a company, and I'm really excited. I'm going to be doing a review on this and a little more in-depth in this product, but it's actually a stem cell booster. And it's got some extracts of plant-based algae, spirulinas, things like that in there. Really excited to be going in-depth into some supplement knowledge with you guys. So that'll be coming up in a video very soon. Link for this will be down below. All right, guys, last topic here, space. So Vice President Pence giving NASA 5 years to put Americans back on the moon. As if humans haven't been there for decades secretly. NASA might claim it doesn't have the technology to get there, but other programs definitely do. Douche, douche, douche. I will continue pushing for secret space program disclosure every single day. And lastly, some science. So, no physicists still don't know why matter dominates our universe. Well, that's because it doesn't. These guys are so obsessed with particles and with matter that they're completely missing the forces that create it all. Electricity and magnetism. The electric universe, that's all you need right there. But these scientists will get it someday. Anyway, that's it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that little notification bell. I was checking my stats on YouTube. It says that only 10% of people, of my subscribers, get my notifications. So make sure you click that bell. Some people tell me that, oh, I just got unsubscribed from your channel or unfollowed from you on Twitter or something like that pretty often. So make sure you're still subscribed, following along. Be much more stuff coming. Thank you. Take care.